Hello everyone. In this video we are going to learn how to insert the data after the end of the your table. Now what I'm talking about here, we have four line of rows in our table, and you will see if I'm going to add the fifth one. Let's say I'm entering Prakshijan over here. Now you will see if I will going to refresh it, so it is going to take the last row as end of the data, and five row has already been changed. Now how we can do this in Power Query? So for that we need to just load our data in Power Query. Just go to data tab. Here we have from table and range. I'm going to click on it. Now whenever you are inserting a row in table, so here we have function called Table.Insert_rows. Now you will see here we have three arguments: table as table, offset as number, and rows as list. Now my source is table itself. Now I don't need to change anything. Now here is the problem: offset as number. So if I'm going to insert the sixth row, I need to count this 1 2 3 4 5. If we have, let's say, 10 rows, then we need to count that 10. So what we are going to do, I'm going to elaborate it how we can resolve this problem. So I'm just cutting it, and now I'm going to convert my table into a list first. Then we will count the rows. Then we are going to use that number into our formula. Then it will resolve the problem. So let's begin how to convert this table into a list. So I'm going to simply take the help of table and column. Now why I'm choosing table column here? Let's say I have here I have only one column. It might be possible your table may contain two or three columns. So what you can do, simply take the table column function. So column would be same length in every table. So here we have table as table, so I'm simply taking source. Now it is asking me column as text. So here is my column name. So I'm simply putting that thing in double quotes, and you will see my whole data is converted into a list. So if you have multiple columns, so you can take the single column into a list by this function. Now what we need to do, the second, we need to count the number of rows. Okay, now for counting the number of rows, we need to use List.Count. So I'm putting space because the intelligence of Power Query is not good. So I'm simply typing List.Count. So it will count the number of element in my list. So list as list, you will see, and we need to put the parentheses at the end, and you will see here we have 5 number of element. Now I can simply come on the other step, and here I'm going to insert a new function, and you will see here we have custom 2. Here we need to put that function once again, Table.Insert_row. Now open the parentheses, and here we have table as table. So my original table was source, comma, offset as number. Offset as number is, we have already found that thing in custom 1. So I am entering custom 1, comma, rows as list. Now you need to be very focused here. We need to enter rows as list. Now when I'm talking about rows as list, so we need to enter any list in curly brackets. So let's say I am entering that thing once again, end of the list. Okay, now close the parentheses, and this will cause an error. Now let me just tell you how it is working. You will see all 5 elements are working, but the last one is causing a problem. You will see the problem. We cannot convert the value end of the list to type record. Now it is asking me to type a record. See, Power Query sometimes give you different argument in formula and give you different kind of error. Now what we need to do, we need to build a record so that we can provide the correct answer. So how we can do that? Simply in the curly bracket, I am coming here and I am putting square bracket. Now this time here my column name is name, so I am putting name here, and I am putting equal sign. Now what I have done, I have made this thing as record, and you will see the problem is in this word only, so that's why I am changing this one. Now I have converted end of the list into a record. Now you will see here we have end of the list. The last step is close and load to. We can simply close and load to. So existing worksheet, now I am loading here and click OK, and you will see every time it will insert the row at the end of the list, at the end of the table. Now let's say I am entering the sixth name, Komal Jain, and refresh it, and boom. So see you in next video.